Fun fact, I chose this specific room because it gets direct sunlight through the window. This is the first video that I am filming in this room about 16 hours before I move out for the term, and it is past sunset. So, heart was there, I promise. Like I just said, I am about to move out for the term. It is the end of summer term here in Hanover. This weird double sophomore, junior summer term, blah, blah, blah. For those of you who aren't familiar, at Dartmouth, we are on the quarter system. We use the D plan. Part of that D plan is that you're required to be on campus taking classes for one summer term. Usually people do it the summer between their sophomore and junior year. But because it's a very iconic part of Dartmouth, a lot of people who are in my class year, class of 2022, postponed their summer term last year to this summer so that they'd be able to experience it in person on campus. Honestly felt like twice as many people as normal here this summer. This was the very depressing paddle I made last year when summer term got canceled for me versus insert table I made this year for my sorority that was just much more exciting. But yes, summer term is wrapping up. I'm feeling a lot of emotions, so I guess we'll just start off with a few true or false. Sophomore summer edition. Summer term is easier. No, for most people. Some people take 2 layups and it's a semi-breeze for them, but most people are taking 3 classes or 2 medium to hard classes or some in between that makes it feel very much not like a breeze. It's very hard to do that here with only 10-week terms. Also, because it's summer term, more facilities and resources are not available, so you kind of have less help, which makes things a little harder, obviously. It's like summer camp. Okay, yes and no to this one. Like, yeah, if you're lucky enough to find a few days or a day where you have a very little amount of homework and it's not raining and the weather's nice, yeah, you can do summer camp things. Like, that's awesome. Tons of people do. However, for me personally, after the second week of classes, it was very hard for me to find these days. Pretty sure July was one of the rainiest months in Hanover on record, so that was great. You get closer with your class. This is absolutely true. I got so much closer with people in my class and the class below me. I really think part of that was because I hadn't seen or met anyone new or bonded with people really in like a year and a half, so it felt like a lot in a really good way. Going off that, you make new friends. Again, yes, definitely. Like I was just saying, this is the first time in a year and a half where things were legally, truly, like genuinely open and back to semi-normal, or at least that's how it felt. So there were so many opportunities for socializing and making new friends and having fun, which was great. Double the people, double the fun. Yes, I think this is true, at least for me personally, because a lot of clubs and groups on campus are closed for the summer and we don't really have a scene in town or at bars or whatever. Greek life definitely dominates the social scene in the summer. And it is traditionally sophomore summer, and some Greek spaces really took that and ran with it and didn't really try to integrate the juniors into their events and socializing and bonding and parties and things like that. But for my house in particular, that absolutely never felt like a problem. I never felt as a 22. I never felt as both a 22 or a new member that I was being excluded from anything. In my experience, the summer was very integrated, and that just made it all the more fun. It's the most hyped term on campus. Okay, that's the real question, right? Like, is it worth it? Is it as hype as everyone says it is? Is it overrated? What's the real deal? That's a little bit of a tough question, right? Because sophomore summer, junior summer, however we're thinking about it, it's definitely marketed, right, as a time where you can explore the Upper Valley and the area around campus and go to the river all the time and spend time with friends, and it's just a great, like, perfect term. And yeah, technically I did like a lot of the sophomore summer bucket list items, but it was very hot and cold, like literally and metaphorically. Like I said, it rained all of July, but like, yeah. For me, summer was super fun. It was one of my most fun terms on campus, if not the most fun. I don't know, I had a good time. But I do think a lot of that was just the fact that we were so isolated from what normal campus vibes are and what normal social life is for the past year and a half, that coming back to campus this term and just having things be so normal again and so open again felt extra special. And like I've mentioned, this summer I lived in a Greek house, so I was constantly surrounded by people that I like to hang out with, so that was huge in just creating like a really great atmosphere. And like I said, I did a lot of the iconic things. I checked a lot of things off of my bucket list. I went to the river, I went on a rope swing, I got ice cream, I went mini golfing, I joined a summer dance group, I went on strips, I stargazed, I did a sunrike, I like did all of these summery things. Yet it's the last day before I leave and it still feels like there's so much I didn't do. Like looking back, I didn't spend every afternoon at the river, every dinner picnicking on the green, or every weekend hiking a new mountain like I guess I imagined I was going to do when I thought about this term. And that's honestly just because I was so busy. Like if there's anything I've learned this term and over the past couple of terms, it's that no matter how many classes you take, 2, 3, 4, somehow 5, I don't know, you're gonna be busy and every second of your time will be consumed. So for me personally, my first 2 weeks were really chill and as chill as they can be. And that's when I honestly did most of the iconic sophomore summer things. After that, it was a lot of rainy days and hours stuck inside working on problem sets and projects and studying for midterms. I enjoyed my classes, I learned a lot, I went out a bunch, I made new friends, but as I'm standing here like right now, knowing that I'm leaving tomorrow, I wish I could have done more. It just feels like something was missing. I do think the only thing that was missing from this summer for me was everything that comes with like actual in-person classes, like going from a classroom to the green right after to work on a problem set with people, or grabbing a meal before class, or walking to class with friends, or being in class and making friends in that environment. I think the chance encounters and chance friendships and small moments that come from being in a classroom and learning with people, that's what was missing. But that just makes me really excited for fall. To be completely real for a second, I know I'm being very positive in this video. I'm just trying to spread good vibes to the world. Like really, like that's all I want these videos to do. The summer was not perfect. This wasn't the best summer of my life, but it was a great summer and I had so much fun and I'm sad it's ending. What else makes a good term? Like good grades, I guess. Like what makes a good term for you? Or a good semester, or however you think about it. I feel like if you ask somebody about summer term at Dartmouth, they either say,
oh my god, that was the best term ever, I made all of my favorite memories that term.
Or they're just like,
you know, the weather is nicer, but at the end of the day, it's just a normal term.
And I feel like when it's officially in the past, and I look back, I'm gonna be somewhere in between. I don't think it's gonna be my peak. I hope I don't have a peak, but it was a great term. It was a term filled with new things and friendships, and as much of an equal balance between my social life and my academic life as my schedule would allow. So if you'll allow me to get poetic for just like 1 second, just keep your cringing for just 1 second, 1 more second. School was very hard, but there was a little more sun, the vibes were a little more fun, and life was just a little bit simpler. And that's how I want to remember it. Okay, cringe over, I'm so sorry. I don't know. This video was either disgusting or cute. Sorry. I just haven't really recorded many videos lately, but I've been posting so much. On a final note, RIP summer term, hello fall, hello freshmen, welcome. I'm so excited to see you guys around. If you made it through all of the dummy positivity, at the end of the day, 10 out of 10 would recommend summer term at Dartmouth. I don't know about other schools. It's just like a thing here. Oh my god. Okay, that's my sign to stop. Like, subscribe. See you later. I'm Hannah. Bye.